the Saltron Mini and the Chlor-Maker. It has this built-in chlorine detection, which means it's not going to produce if there's chlorine in the water. And so it's waiting. So if you haven't used your tub for a little while, one of the problems that can happen with these other two versions is that if you set it for, say, 8 hours a day based on your normal usage, and then you go on holidays and you're not using the thing, then the sanitizer level can build up and build up and build up. And if you get too much sanitizer in the water, then that's going to start oxidizing things, and it's going to start causing problems because there's no bacteria in there for it to react with. So it's going to react with whatever else it can react with. So things like the seals, things like some spas have the stainless steel escutcheons and stuff on them, they'll become more vulnerable if you allow that chlorine level to get too high. The same is true with chemicals. In fact, it's one of the most common things that we find with people is they use too much of something, and that causes some damage on the spa. So the same thing can happen with the salt system, but with the chlorine detection, then this won't happen, because what happens is it won't detect that the chlorine level is dropped, so it won't come on. The chlorine level has to drop before it's going to engage into another cycle. And that's really the great benefit to this. Now, they have another version of this called the Smarter Spa Plus that has an app that allows you to control it and play with it that way. And there's things that you can do. It's a little easier to play with the settings and stuff using the app. Unfortunately, as you know, there's chip shortages and such. So we brought a few of those in, we tested them, we loved it, but we can't get it. So sooner or later, we'll be able to get the Smarter Spa Plus again. When we get the Smarter Spa Plus, that's the additional aspect to it is it has that Wi-Fi connection, which allows you to actually interact with the electrode without having to play with the keypad, which is a nice feature. The MegaChlor is actually it can either be like this, the Chlor-Maker. It's really just designed for a larger output. So this is designed for a swimming pool or for a swim spa or all-weather pool. You can use this one. So it just produces at a higher rate, and it can be used for, I think it's up to 17,000 gallons, so a very large body of water. If you use this in a hot tub, it would probably be overkill, unless you had the setting very low, and this one does have the ability to have chlorine detection as well. So this one can be ordered with or without chlorine detection. I believe all the ones that we have, you see, have this CD on here. CD means chlorine detection. So we've brought them all in with the chlorine detection because we just don't want people to over-chlorinate their water. We want them to have enough chlorination so that it's looked after.